So let's try this again. After some technical difficulties, I didn't end up going live at 16:00 as I usually do. I'm glad you're still here. Thank you for being here. Right now, it's just gonna this just some exciting news for you, and this is for all of you who strive accomplishments and usually ends up overworking and ends up having less time for yourself. And I just want to go deep into that because this is the key. This is the foundation. If you want to live a fulfilling life, if you want to have such a balance in your life where you work and then you live your life, anything it's possible if you just apply this method. Okay, let's just get on with it. First of all, I want to thank you for being here. Welcome. This is Mimo Live. If you don't know me yet, I am Reynaldo Gunawan. I'm a burnout specialist. I'm a licensed neuroencoder and an engineer. And I do this every single week so that we can discuss together, we can grow together, and have a better life, have a meaningful life. Because we are put here for a reason. And the fact that I'm doing this every week is because I want to give you the momentum. As I've received momentum from my mentors, from my own community, I want to reach out to you so you also will have the momentum to do the things that you'd love to do. Now that being said, let's get on to our topic, which is overworking and how we can avoid that and still have a such fulfilling life and accomplished life, right? So the first thing that I want you to imagine is, one time several years ago, I was the type of person who is fixed on accomplishment, and every single things that happens after that is going to be based and dependent on that accomplishment that I do. I'm just that person who strive for the best, who try to do more so that I can get that recognition. And what happened was I was working and I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop working unless I finish this one thing. That was me. I stayed up at work. I stayed up long hours at work, even 10 hours at work, just trying to get this thing done. If I go home, this will be catastrophic. Nothing will work. And it will impact a lot of other stuff. So I ended up working a long time, doing day by day, doing this. I really got sick because of it. I was tired, exhausted. I started to question, oh, what is it that I'm trying to achieve in this? I started to forget that joy of working in the industry, and that that was my dream, right? I was an engineer in a robotics company. That was the dream of many people who want to go to the future. We say it, right? And I was in burnout. I was exhausted. And that's because I kept working without actually looking into myself. Now, I want you to imagine what it feels like if if you have the time to work and you have the time for your hobbies, you have the time for your families, and you just enjoy every single moment of your life. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And I'm here to tell you it's possible. 100% possible. Why can I say that? Because this is what I want to share to you. This is the simplest form that I can share with you in order to do that, which is the first step in if you are overworking, if you are feeling overwhelmed by a lot of things in your life, the first step that you want to be doing is having self respect. Self respect. Now think the I want you to answer this question. Reflect on it. When was the last time that you plan for games, for your Netflix, for your reading a book, for your relaxing, walking in the park, if it's not for your holiday? When was that? Now, the reason I say self respect is because we tend to want to give our best to gain recognition, to get more salary, and get the higher position, more responsibility, so that we can get back the compensation, right? Which is in the form of money, our what we get when we work as hard as we can, and that's fair. And I want you to reconsider that for a second, because if we only see accomplishment as how much money we gain and how much work we put into, you will end up like me, burn out, working long hours, 10 hours, because I felt worthless if I didn't feel finish my work. And I'm here to tell you and share this with you, the other option, because I don't want you to be like me, or that burnout feeling, that overwhelmed feeling, that felt that feeling of worthlessness when I don't achieve and accomplish the things that I want to accomplish at my work. I didn't give myself a break. Now, I've come to notice that consistency is the key if you want to reach a higher heights. And let me tell you what consistency means. Consistency is basically doing the things that you said you want to do. Period. That's it. That's basically consistency. And of course, over and over again, and you do it as a routine. Of course, that's all a part of it. I didn't mention that. Sorry. And we tend to look from one perspective. The consistency is doing it over and over and things, doing the routine that we usually do. And I see it from a different perspective. Consistency is also saying, stop. You did a good job today. Now it's time for my relaxation, for my chilling mode, chilling time, my game time, my anime time, whatever that makes you rest and calms you down. Workout is one of them. It's a one way to let go of all of that tension that you have during work. And that is also consistency. That's the other side of consistency, saying, stop. I know your work isn't done, but you did a great job. Now it's time to move on to the next one. And that's called self-respect as well. You're respecting yourself because you already did a lot, and now you deserve to get that rest. You deserve to calm yourself down, to relax, to gain back your energy, to do what you love. That's self-respect. We all have 24 hours per day, all of us. And if we don't keep track of that, we end up overworking and not having time for ourselves. And the other part as well, and if we just focus on the having our time of our days, which is usually in our holiday, we just do that and ends up not working at all. Now, how many holidays do you have in one year if you are employed? Let's take that as a standard. If you are employed, you have 30 days of holidays. Is that correct? In my case, is that In Germany, it's like that. In most countries, I think in Europe, I don't think, I think that's a privilege of Europe, to be honest. Anyway, whatever that numbers is. Now I want to ask you the question: how many days are there in a year? Of course, there are 365 days, and let's cut the weekends. I'm not good at math. Or something around 200, if I'm not mistaken. 200 working days, and you only have 30 days to have such a full out chilling time. Is that fair? Do you want to spend stressful hours most of the days in the year? Then you have your resting, your holiday time. Now I want you to take that in for a second, because I want to go back to my point where each one of us only have 24 hours per day, and we want to respect those hours as well. We are not made to work as much as we can for two thirds or even three quarter of the days in the year, and then like one fourth we just, hurrah. We don't work that way. We want to have that consistency, and in order to have that consistency, we want to do things in a sufficient manner, right? Not too much, not too little. That's what consistency about, and that's the same thing as working. Not too much work, not too little work. Also the same as you're resting. Not too much rest and not too little rest. And I want you to remember that consistency is self-respect to yourself, to your schedule. I guess that's it. What else? That's it. What I want to share with you. It's already 12 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Apologize for that. And still, I don't want to apologize for that, because I think it's just very important for you to understand that self-respect. You respecting yourself. You saying no. I've done my work as much as I can today, and I want to be able to rest, calm myself, and enjoy my moments with my family, my friends, my loved ones, by myself, because that's an act of self-respect, and that's the first step if you ever want to live a fulfilling life, because we only have 24 hours per day. And how you manage that, how you split those hours, will determine how happy you will become. I hope that helps. I hope you can gain something from this. I hope you can finally take that first step towards fulfillment, because you deserve it. If you work a lot already, you just need a break. And it's okay. It's Rest is part of it. Rest is part of performance. And I want you to use it and respect yourself, your health, because when you respect that, everything else will just come along. And I want that for you. And I hope that helps again. I appreciate you until watching until this far. If you gained something from it, comment it down below what you gained from it. We're here to grow. And I'm here for you. And I hope you can be there for someone else in your circle as well. Share this knowledge with those who you care about. All right, Aldo here. Peace out.